He is France. I am Vlad. This is Let's Talk Battle Rap podcast brought to you by Let's Talk Battle Rap.com. That's right. We're coming to you bright and early on this Monday morning from the East Coast. Today, we got an action-packed show. Yes, we will be talking about the aftermath that is of Geechi versus Eazy. Of course, we will be updating you on Blackout 8. We'll be giving you our thoughts on everyone on the card and the two main events. Holmesy has a new opponent for his card coming up. And we've got tons of news and everything. So stay tuned, rock out with us. This is Let's Talk Battle Rap podcast. And right now, I'd like to introduce to you my main man, Big France. What up, player?
Happy Monday. We're back on this Monday morning to talk about all the latest updates around the culture. A lot of interesting things going on. Oh, did we lose Vlad? Where did Vlad go? We're 1 minute into the show. What happened? All right. He'll be back. All right. But in the meantime, we got a whole lot of updates going on. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk to you guys about this Eazy and Geechi aftermath because, boy, oh boy, it feels like that battle happened over a month ago. This has been the longest 8 days of my life. And I know it's been the longest 8 days of Easy's life. Probably not Remy's. She's been through a lot. But whoa. Drama. The Aki way. Never. All right, where's Vlad, man? Come get back on the screen, man, so we could do this. We could do this Monday podcast. This man just disappeared, man. Hold on, let me see what happened here. Making me do a monologue show. This is crazy. Here we go. What happened, Vlad?
Yo, usually I don't know, man. It's been raining for 4 days. I don't know what's going on. The Wi-Fi must have went bananas. You know, once a show, the Wi-Fi is kicking me off. That's when I'm speaking too much truth. But we ain't even get into the show yet. It's already kicked me off. So I guess that means we will not be interrupted for the rest of the show. My most sincere apologies. France, where we at, player?
I wanted to talk about this Geechi and Eazy aftermath because it's probably been a long 8 days for Eazy the Bull. Right? Eazy the blockchain.
NDA Young Bull.
The blockchain.
The black captain. Listen, man, the blockchain. Let's go, man. Let's go.
All right. First and foremost, man, all the mainstream outlets picked up this Geechi Gotti third round, right? You name it. The Source, All Hip Hop, Media Takeout, Starbuck and Wild, you know, saying Joe Budden.
Starbuck and Wild?
Star Report,
and Buck Wild.
It shows called the Star Report.
That's the Star Report, but yeah. But you know what? I'm impressed that you even knew Star and Buck Wild, but Starbuck and Wild was very wild, though.
Sorry. I don't watch this stuff. I just was going through everything. But the Star Report, I could keep going. The list goes on, right? And everybody picking up this story, which was interesting because this is something we had talked about inside the culture like 3 months ago. Geechi's round made it to the radio. It was played on 105.1.
Wow.
Yeah. It was also played on some of the other stations outside of New York too. I don't know the stations, but I see people from DC like, oh, it's on my radio too. And people remind me, oh, it's down here too. You know, shout out to Cece. She was telling me like everybody in her like circle of like media or like and other mainstream outlets were like, did you hear about that round? She's like, yes. She's like, yes, that's Geechi Gotti. Yes, of course I know. Yes.
Oh,
You know, it was just funny to see the mainstream spillage over this topic, which before we get to Eazy, Geechi, and then obviously this Tasha K conversation and where all this aftermath lies, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot to talk about, but the mainstream spotlight on battle rap was interesting because for a moment in time, this is what everybody kind of was craving with the idea of accessibility, with the idea of YouTube, with the idea of like battle rap being bigger, breaking through that ceiling. And I feel like for a long time, it doesn't really render the results that people think that they want. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if this mainstream outlook is actually what the culture thinks that it needs. I don't think that it is.
All I know is that when it comes to battle rap media, yeah, you have your side that'll dig a little deeper, be a little bit more salacious, won't even look into like, you know, parts of the truth or whatever, right? But within the culture itself, you know, sometimes we can pick apart like what's kind of factual, what's totally false, who's hating, who's doing this, who's doing that. When it comes to quote unquote mainstream rap coverage, they really don't care. And there's no like handle with care. There's no white gloves that you're putting on. It's just okay. This is the story. What jokes can I get off? How far can I go with these jokes? The level of disrespect I could use, and who cares about getting the majority of the story right as long as you got the main chunk that everybody wants to listen to. So this is how things get handled, and it's also a reflection of what we listen to when we hear the gossip that pops up on these sites. Like for years, you look at some of these sites, you're like, this story just cannot be right, like have no validity to it or whatever. And you just see the parts that have been missing and what's been left out, and you just start to wonder what's left out in all of these other stories that are being published daily by these sites.
Yeah, bro. It's like, I remember one time we had this conversation off air. It wasn't really about battle rap, but it was just like about how like now 9/11's being taught in like schools and it's in these textbooks. And I remember like having younger cousins that have they're in different public schools with different type of books with the same story, but the dialogue was different. I'm like, damn, bro, this is history that we lived through, being witnessed it being teach differently in different places. What about all the stuff that
Mhm.
we didn't get a chance to live through or experience? And so then when you see a story like Remy Ma, Papoose, and Eazy being ran through all these outlets and so many little details in between is incorrect. One, it's like, where's the journalism if these are supposed to be the apex or the higher level of media than we're supposed to be? And two, if we know you got these details wrong and didn't even try to get these details right, how many other stories you're running on this website that's probably factually incorrect that we just don't know about because we're not really inside on, you know what I'm saying? So it made me stop to realize like, like, they do a lot of complaining about us in battle rap media, but you know what I'm saying? There's another beast up there that y'all really don't, y'all not ready for. Y'all not
Yeah,
ready for. Yeah.
but listen, man, I ain't gonna lie. There's some media they ain't playing with you, man. They letting you have it. They gonna roast you, all that, and they don't care about getting the story right either. Remember the night when the grudge event happened, and I mean, I guess we can all speak about the rumors now because it's in the battle, so it's not like we have to play around or tiptoe or whatever. But
Right.
when the rumors came out that Pap knocked out Easy, I remember, there's three bloggers that everyone loves. It's like if it's not, the three top guys, you can figure out who we're talking about. I'm just not going to mention folks' names. You know what I'm saying? But it's the moment it happened, the event's over. There's a panel going on. Oh, word, this happened. You're confirming this word. It went from the confirmation of someone is confirming that Pap knocked out, Easy. And then immediately, not less than a minute later, someone on that panel of one of the top three that everyone loves, top three most popular, shall I say, the person is going, yo, he must have knocked him out because, you know what I'm saying? It went from this is the knockout to it must have happened because of this. And for the next hour, that's the talk. So that's all people need. That's all the fans need. That's all the ravenous fanatics need to say, oh, this is what happened. Word. And then you got, people letting the story run rampant and no one's going, yo, we don't know this. You know what I'm saying? This is all rumors. But so it happens from within. So I can't even get mad at the mainstream when it literally happened less than an hour after the event was over, that you have someone on a major platform, over 60,000 subscribers, saying that this dude is banging this woman and this is why it happened. So if it's happening within, what do we expect the people from outside to do once the story is out there in a rap form, in the manner that Geechi put it out there? You know what I mean?
You know, I want to say IE, you know what I'm saying? Now people reference Bible Psalms and all that. IE, verbs first round for murder mook, and quote. Open your eyes, you just a python. And when it's time to throw a mouse in your face, these industry dudes crowd around you with their pretty gold chains. They watch you eat the mouse and they clap so amazed. Then they go back to their rich life and leave your ass trapped in that silly ass cage. Like, bro, I'm looking at all this stuff and I'm thinking to myself, Like, if this is the attention this is the attention you've been asking for, but it might not be the attention that you want to get. You know what I'm saying? And there's times that we're just so ungrateful sometimes as a culture. There's been multiple times during the last 3-4 years of like the app era, or even when King of the Dot went to Twitch, that mainstream and battle rap kind of blended because of the art. You know what I'm saying? You could point to obviously Surf's Run when Geechi and Nitty split their money at the tournament, the Dre card, Murder Mook come back for Homecoming, and then there's several instances where like rounds went viral off of the app, like Your Honor's third for Castro, that shit went
Yeah.
viral with all the sports pages. Tay Roc's third for Official. That shit damn near became a TikTok audio for Reels.
Yeah.
Motherfucking Verb second round for Hustle. I could keep going. So there's multiple instances where the culture goes viral or blends into mainstream coverage for the actual art. Sorry, for the
Right.
actual art. You know what I'm saying? And this was a time that it blended in for just straight drama, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's lit. This is what we want." Like, is this really what we want? Is this the attention that you guys really think that you want? It doesn't really carry over to anything. You know what I'm saying? And in a week or two from now, there'll be another story, and this will just be passing on.
Yeah. I
So,
mean, honestly, you always want the work to be what's leading, right? But
right,
within the just the culture of entertainment, it's usually those who excel and go the furthest usually have stuff happening outside of their work that draws people in and things of that nature. So, man, this is just, I guess it's just part of the game that you choose to play. Now, whether whatever is real or not, I don't know. I'm not in these folks' bedrooms. I couldn't tell you. For right now, it's all speculation because what?
yeah,
No one has said,
allegedly.
allegedly, because no one has said, yes, this is happening or not happening. All right. So I can't say it is or isn't, but all I know is that there's a whole lot of speculation going on around here, but okay, so we saw how the mainstream media acted now. We were talking about the fallout of everything post I do's what I wants. And how have the rappers been handling it? We see Geechi's going all he's been in the Northeast for the last week. Just went to the Joe Budden podcast. He did the battle rap media rounds first. I mean, Uncle Rob, boy, you are eating an Uncle Rob. Can I get a rib? Can I get one rib, Uncle Rob? You know what I mean? And
Hey, hey,
Three
funny,
Letter
funny.
Man is eating. Oh man,
No,
TS
funny.
reloaded, man. Come on.
It's funny you mentioned Uncle Ra, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because when Geechi
Eating.
went to Champion. Yeah, by the way, Uncle Ra, this must have been one of his most profitable events. Shout out to him. He cleared over 1 million views from that weekend.
Eating.
Quick little drive to Jersey,
Mm.
Philly, Jersey,
Mm.
and cleared over 1 million views. But when Geechi went to Champion, very interesting quotes from his time there, because one, first off, he lets it be known the battle was booked in May, right?
Yeah.
And then after the incident in June, and it got pushed out, it got pushed back from
Alleged
August
incident.
5th.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Well, I mean, something happened.
Rumored incident. I just keep saying alleged because I ain't see it with my own two eyes, but
Well, I was there. I was there, and I see certain things, so I could say that. You know what I'm saying?
Take it easy, boss.
I seen certain things in person. So
Keep that off the internet. The Cash Apps is open. The Cash Apps are open.
The point I'm getting at is damn, what was that? Geechi said the battle was booked in May. Obviously,
Yes.
after June, it got pushed back from it not being wherever it was supposed to be, August 5th. A lot of people saying it was supposed to be in New York, you know what I'm saying? And then Houston kind of became an issue where if like, oh, we can't do Houston because also kind of got leaked. But Remy
Someone
told
broke an
Geechi,
NDA.
right? But Remy told Geechi, like when she went to go shoot the promo out in LA, the battle was going to be in mutual grounds. This is too big of a battle for it to be anywhere between LA or Philly, so it's going to be mutual grounds. But he said it got switched 3 times, and it ended up still kind of being in Philly, Jersey, but Philly. You know what I'm saying? So that's one interesting strike. But 2, the most interesting part to me was when Geechi said, all the mainstream outlets did hit him up after the battle, but he said no, he has to make his rounds with the battle rap media first. And that stood out to me because I remember after Eazy battled Hitman, he just left. He didn't do any interviews. And his first interview was with Joe Buttons. And then he went to Uncle Ra right afterwards. And Uncle Rod like scolded him in the beginning of the interview, like, "Yo, where was
Oh,
you at? Why
man.
where'd you go for it? Why didn't you come to us
Yeah.
first? You have to come to us
Yeah.
first. We're the ones that held you down." And I remember Eazy like rolling his eyes, just like, "All right, Uncle, whatever you say." Like it felt like a real like uncle and nephew talk. You know what I'm saying? But that moment was a real interesting indicator of like, all right, this is where your priority and attention is.
Yeah.
This is where his is. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm.
that's why the two of you are championed differently amongst the culture.
They, yeah, I couldn't have said it any better, man. And if I did say it any differently, it might come off a different kind of way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna leave it there because you wrapped it up perfectly. But yeah, man, it has been a great run for Geechi. Post afterwards, he's just kind of like, hey, even if people are telling him that they have Eazy winning, it's kind of like, hey, man, yeah, it's all good. Love, running numbers up. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. Like buy a t-shirt or something. You know what I mean? Like he ain't tripping, and handling it well. So, he's all over the place. And then on the other side, we saw, obviously Easy said that he would go live. And he went live with Averb for a few minutes, but
5 minutes to be exact.
right. He hasn't done his own live. And when he was on the call with Averb, interesting things popped up, you know what I'm saying? Familiar voice, but don't know who the person is, can't confirm nor deny, but more suspicious activities going on that fuels and fans these things, but he's disappeared once again. After that incident, there were tweets, attacks on other people via tweets, and then I'm gonna go live, and then 2 weeks goes by, nothing.
Three
And
weeks go by.
three weeks, my bad, and it's like there's a habit here. You know what I mean? Adversity shows up, the bull disappears, and it's like, then this whole Tasha K things pops up, and it's like this is a woman whose name I've heard, I've seen the face, but I've never really followed. And then next thing you know, I hop on Twitter just to take a look. My timeline was flooded, you know. Everyone is like, go to this Tasha K thing. She's live. There's 12,000 people in here. She's talking about Eazy. She's got audio. This, that. I'm like, how does she have audio of Eazy? Like, what's happening here? And then you want to take us through, man, that line of events that evening, friends?
Tasha K went live on her show
Yeah.
Friday. Great production, by the way. Very good production.
Yo,
You know what I'm saying?
can we pause for a second?
Yeah. Hold on, because hold on. I want to say this,
Because
right?
all of us are shame.
There's a lot of
Shame.
like I always say this, that next level world, you know what I'm saying? Like academics, Tasha, all these bloggers, DJ Go, like there's a whole nother just like surface of like the media that it's just like a whole nother beast, right? And people like Tasha K, million subscribers, has her own app, own website. I read a lot about the Cardi B situation that was happening. I didn't really watch the shows back then, but I read a lot about that stuff. So I was just like, huh, you know what I'm saying? Somebody just got caught up in defamation and, got a lawsuit lost and bam. But I finally watched. I'm like, she's not so bad, man. Hold up.
I didn't know she was a
Yeah.
stand-up comedian who just did commentary on stuff, but then I saw her on she was with No Jumper with Adam, and she's just calls herself a broadcaster, just talks about stuff, whatever, however you want to label it and stuff. But boy, it was hilarious though, man. And all jokes aside, though, you have someone who's associated with Eazy the Block Captain, I guess former publicist or someone who did publicity for him in the past, was reaching out to major platforms trying to sell the story of Eazy, and was telling people that they would get confirmation of if the story is true or not, saying that Vlad offered 10K, what do you have? And Tasha was keeping her receipts, had phone calls, text messages, and even the conversation with Eazy. And it was a lot, man. And I'm just like, has no one learned anything from what's going on? Like, it's just best to just stay quiet and out of these things. And but Eazy still hasn't said anything yet. It was just a brief moment on Verb show. Verb was holding his hand, walking him across the street, like, it's okay. You're not gonna get hit by a car. It's just a battle, it's all right. And the Verb Protection Agency was working overtime. I mean, overtime. So salute to Verb. Man, great protection, great shielding of Eazy. And yeah, so I guess we're all just waiting for him to just, I guess, either announce his next move, just speak. So that's where we're at with all that, man.
Um, I will say in the recording of Eazy and Tasha K, when Eazy's like, she doesn't represent me anymore. She doesn't work for me. But then later on says that he cussed her out for reaching out, and he did talk to this morning, and that she doesn't represent him. But later on that same day, she put out a statement about that. So it's like, wait, if she doesn't represent you, why is the statement being?
I don't know. I don't
Listen,
know,
let,
man.
let, let me let,
I
let,
don't
let me
know,
let
bro.
me let me tell you something, right? There has been a very notable pattern between the block captain, right? And I think it was interesting that Tasha K, who probably only talked to him that one time and didn't know who he was prior to this, said all these things about him that a lot of the battlers have been saying in their angles. That he's an opportunist, you know what I'm saying? And obviously there's a lot of other things that battlers have been using to describe him: egomaniac, narcissist, all these things. And I don't even want to use all those terms. The term that actually I want to use, somebody that's reluctant, you know what I'm saying? And that just lacks this level of accountability and kind of stonewalls people when things get difficult. And the pattern's been showing that, like, whenever there's a decision to be made with his working partners, he only makes his decisions one-sided. He doesn't communicate with
Right,
nobody. You know what I'm saying? When he was obviously on the URL contract before he air quote got out of it, didn't tell him about the Hitman battle being booked. Okay. He didn't tell Gun Titles that he was leaving the crew. He didn't tell Frozenberg that the podcast is about to cease to exist.
Rosie.
So, like, are you ever going to tell anybody that you work with anything that affects the way that they work with you? Are you ever going to take the time to actually have that difficult conversation, or are you only going to make decisions on your own accord? And that pattern's been happening all year long, which is funny to me because then he expects people to be honorable when it's the other when the shoe's on the other foot, because you
Right,
have a rapport with him. You have a
right.
rapport with me. Why don't you call me? Why don't you talk to me? Why don't you, you know what I'm saying? But it's like,
Mhm.
well, you break bread with these people and you didn't tell them.
No, not at all, man. And honestly, now that this is outside of journalism or whatever reporting or what's been going on. France, man, I can't see. This is just my insight. This is what y'all tune in for. You know what I'm saying? The battles are cool, but you tune in for France's insight and my insight. I can't see this Chrome 23 and Easy thing ending well. Like I can see a split happening at some point in time. Now, like I said, all that other stuff. Pap is a married man. Remy's married. I'm married, so I respect the sanctity of that. So I'm not going to joke around and all that or whatever. But the way things are going, the way that now it's like, okay, you left one ship, you're on another ship. Your intellectual property is being, streamed through their platform. The tactics you wanted to use on Rosenberg is being used on you currently. So it's like at some point in time, I think there's going to be a situation where he's going to want his total autonomy, and having someone that the public feels like is stifling him, whether it's true or not, is going to become a bit much. And, and it's going to be a split. Like, and if any parts of those rumors are true, I can't see a woman of Remy's cloth like staying in a situation like that. Like it doesn't make any sense to me. You know what I'm saying? How that would happen or whatever. Now, let's get back to the journalism. That was just Vlad's insight. You know what I mean? We were just in the barbershop. Now we back at the barbershop, out of the barbershop. I'm back in my journalism chair, man. But that's what I'm looking for in the future. Like, how does this Chrome 23 and Easy thing play out, man? Because the honeymoon was beautiful to start off with Hitman. It was beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, like, there was this like real baby face like energy where it was like, this is somebody that had been working very diligently on their brand and became very independent. And although you could tie his success to what the machine was offering, that he felt like he was leaving things off the table. He felt like he wasn't getting fully optimized or treated like star player of the league that he was. You know what I mean?
Right.
So he tested the free agency market and had a successful, debut over there. But as the year progressed, like it all just kind of went sour. You know what I'm saying? Like he started his show first with like inviting people from the media to come on his show, and then like whoever
Oh,
came
he
on
wanted to
previously,
slop, man. He wanted to
whoever,
slop.
whoever,
He's like, you don't
whoever,
like that ball? Why you don't like that ball?
yeah,
Ball said
yeah,
he ain't like you for this reason. Why you don't like ball? Just starting a
yeah.
war.
Whoever came on the show previously is like had to address the last person's comments and the next person's comments. It was like this crazy chain, and then he had the Stream Yardigan coalition going on.
Hold on for 1 second, friends.
Yeah.
Remember, but you remember when it all, this is when it all started going left. When he had that one bowl on there, the conspiracy bowl.
Oh, we're not even gonna talk about
No,
him.
no, no, no. But that's when floodgates open. So
But that was,
playing messy
but
host let
yes,
open
yes.
up the doors. You see what I'm
That,
saying?
but that was a moment where we just straight up knew. Oh, you're just chasing the
Right. This is what
traffic.
I'm saying. This is what I'm
Right,
saying.
right.
That's what I'm getting to.
Yeah. So there's that. You know what I'm saying? And the timeline continues. Then you got the trenches where that had a real interesting situation, and
Right.
that led to a whole lot of drama. And somehow, some way, he still used URL to adjacently market his event.
That was a
And somehow,
W for him, though. That event was a
no, no,
W.
no. It's not a bad thing. It's just continuously filled with just
Right.
this energy around it. You know what I'm saying? Battle rap got real dramatic and toxic for a few months, and every time he got off the stage, there was like a whirlwind after he battled, and it was for a reason. He calls up the algorithm, and while he kind of is, there's also like a part of it that's just like attached to all this like drama that kind of goes away from the art. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. It's just the writing was on the wall. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that he came into this game with is probably like not really around no more. Everybody he was in his corner a year ago is no longer in this corner now, for real, right? Except Gutter
Yeah.
City.
And that is even
Like
more drama surrounding the new guys in the corner of France. Like
and
you were
like just
saying.
think about this. Like his Chrome debut in February had TAY ROC behind him going crazy, hyping him up. And then 6 months later, 6, 7 months later, his second battle on Chrome in September, Rock is across from you. And now
And he's
he's
beefing with a member of your entourage now, man.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, yeah. So this is just who he is. Nonetheless, he's still one of the best battle rappers out, no doubt about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm still enamored by the talent and the work ethic that he puts into his craft. But let's see how he bounces back. Everybody's been saying how you respond to this defines
Right.
you more than the adversity that you go through. So
Right. And just to put a ribbon on it, I think what starts to happen is you can lose a battle based on bars or whatever. Like no one cares. People are not gonna all of a sudden say, hey, start to waver on you. But when people start to see little character cracks or what could be perceived as a character crack or flaw or just habits on how people get treated, and they start to look and when things start to become based on a character, that's when supporters can start to waver on you because you can have a bad battle. But if you're the same guy and you
yeah,
bounce back and you come
and
back, you have
nobody
another
hates
great
Easy.
battle,
No,
like
no, and by the way,
right, right.
nobody
And he
nobody
still
hates
did well
Easy.
in that battle. You know
Nobody
what I'm saying?
listen. Nobody hates
Oh,
Easy here. All right, you know what I'm
not at
saying. I
all.
may I may not like a lot of the things that he's done outside of the ring. You know what I'm saying. A lot of the patterns that are
Or the
consistent, and I
moves or
and
whatever. But as a
you know and
human
and I,
being,
and I,
I don't know if he doesn't.
and I,
He
and I,
don't
and
be
I
nothing. This
personally
all.
and I personally didn't like some of the last conversation we had at
Oh,
the grudge card at Chrome. You know what I'm saying? When I kind of try to like figure out like how he's been feeling about some of the coverage. I'm trying not to do too much of this whole URL easy thing because we're not really about that. We try to stick to just the battles. You know what I'm saying? And when we just covered the trenches and to recap the trenches, I didn't see that get shared. You know what I'm saying? You want the battle rap media to just focus on the battles, but then when they do, then it's a problem. So even though I don't like some of the things that's been happening, it doesn't change the way I feel about him as an artist. He's still one of the best. For a long time I thought he was the best battle rapper this year or the best battle rapper in the world. And we have like 3 pieces on him acknowledging him in his career. Like, get out of here. Nobody hates Easy. Nobody hates Easy. You know what I'm saying? For
No,
real.
that's a fact, man. That's a fact. So, hey, listen, man. And like I said, all of this is just based on observations, just observations. Easy. You're a dad, you got kids. This ain't nothing personal. No one hates you or whatever. This is just observations of what's going on in the culture. So, all right, France, man. We're 30 minutes into the show. I think we're done with that topic, man, and that fallout.
Yeah, we'll be back when we get some updates. He'll go live soon, eventually.
Eventually, right?
Yeah, but this weekend we do got King of the Dot Blackout going down. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We're back to the gauntlet of events. All right. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole bunch of events coming up. Uh Blackout, you know what I'm saying? J400's event. URL actually just made some breaking news while we're on the pod, too. You
I
know what
saw
I'm
that
saying?
3-day event. I guess we'll get to that before the show's over.
Yeah, let's talk about Blackout. You know what I'm saying? We don't know the matches obviously because it's Blackout style, but we
Right.
do know the headliner for day one and day two. Rum Nitty versus Ilmac and Geechi Gotti versus Hollahan. EFB headline King of the Dot. You know what I'm saying? EFB said, "Hey,
Yeah.
the dynasty not over yet. The
We got
dynasty not
land to
over yet."
conquer. We got land to conquer, man.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
going up north. They're gonna face the White Walkers. They're going up there.
Oh
So
my God,
what?
that was amazing.
Yo, man. Organic open up that bank account, to get Geechee into the country, paid them racks. So I fully expect Geechee Gotti at 100%. He's never been to Canada before. Obviously, he really made his stamp and mark, I want to say, at KOTD in the bunker. That's where he really took off. But so he's returning back to KOTD headlining. He's never been to Canada. Like I said, organic man, he put that paper out. He got him into the country. I expect a fire battle, man. The way he went at Eazy and Rem with the angle that he had, the angles that he can use on Hallahan, he can make a movie, but it's so many years later. And as they say, folks change, and it's a different time, it's a different era. Will things hit the same if he brings those topics up? Who knows? But it's Geechee and he knows how to finesse angles, so that could be a very dope battle. I guess I'm cautiously optimistic about Hollowhand because I saw him, obviously he was in the Pat Stay battle. I mean, the long-lived Pat Stay event. Rest in peace to Pat Stay.
Battling disaster. Yeah.
Right, battling disaster. And from a long, long, long break. Obviously, there was a couple of hiccups, but it's a charity event. We're all here cheering him on. He had a couple of moments, but then, go to the phone a couple times. Forgot a couple things, but we forgive him. But this is Geechee Gotti now. Like you Hallahan has to be on point. Otherwise, I can't see this going any way but Geechee's way. So I'm cautiously optimistic that if Organic believes that Hallahan can headline this against Geechee, then I'm gonna give Organic and him the benefit of the doubt. But I'm cautiously optimistic, and I hope Hallahan can deliver because Geechee's on a little run, and who knows how the year could end up. That's
Yeah,
all I'm
yeah.
saying, France.
Yeah, I do want to say Hollow Hand hasn't battled in 8 years prior to the disaster battle. His last battle prior to that was against Rex in 2015. So that's a
Yikes.
really, really, really long layoff. And in the disaster battle, like you said, it was a charity event. Nobody's being critical of any of these performances, but I do think that he picked up some stride there and says to himself, "All right, well now I'm ready to be competitive again." And I think that's the way you make a return into battle rap. One battle that's like, we want to see you back. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then you dive back into competition. You know what I'm saying? Especially after such a long layover like that. And when Geechi talked about the Hollahan battle, he said, "Listen, man, me and Pat Stay supposed to battle at King of the Dot. I've really been wanting to go over there. Obviously, Organic paid all the money for the TRP reports for him and Big K to make it through. And now they have visitation for a whole year. They can go sightsee and go to Canada whenever they want within the whole
Geechee's never
year."
leaving, so
Hey,
hey,
listen.
every effing syrup, eh? Get your pancakes. We're going to Tim Hortons, eh? Come on.
Canada's a good time. It's a good time.
Garip,
And
eh?
but knowing that Pat Stay is the motivational factor for him wanting to take this battle,
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to him bringing a very dope performance to this. You know what I'm saying? And Hollahan, I think he's gonna be like, "Listen, I'm ready to shock some of y'all. I'm ready to get back, and I'm ready to get back." So, well, I don't know what to expect for real, because again, somebody that hasn't only battled once in the last 8 years. It's hard to bank on that, right? And then Geechi's on his third battle in 6 weeks. So, you know what I'm saying? Everybody talks about Ward battling 3 times in 6 weeks. Geechi's also battled 3 times in 6 weeks. And, he's not the only one. There's a lot of people that have this high volume. Right?
Where's this coming from? Relax, man. Nobody's talking about A1 right now. Stop shooting your man Bill, okay?
What
What are you doing here? What are you doing here?
He the only one.
All of
Act
a
like he
sudden,
the only one.
3 times in 6 weeks. A1. Nobody's talking about him right now, man. Relax,
Yeah,
champ. All
yeah, act
right?
like act like he the only one.
Oh
But
my gosh, the A1
digress.
protection agency over here, man.
I digress. I'm
Take it
looking
easy,
forward to
Verb.
looking forward to Geechi and Hallahan and Nitty and Ilmac is the battle that if they
Yeah,
both
yeah,
bring the level of writing that we know they can bring, this should be nothing short of a great battle.
yeah. Don't even have to honestly speak about the greatness that will potentially be performing that night as Ilmac and Rum Nitty. We know obviously Rum Nitty, current champion of the year, the CompuBox champ. Everything is a bar with him, and we know Ilmac has some of the most creative writing that we've seen. He's a very visual writer, and he also has the humor too. He definitely has like some complexity to his style. So it should be nothing short of fantastic. So great battle on that one. I'm nothing to be mad at all with that headliner. Thank you, Organic. And these are the type of battles, obviously, you want to see with KOTD. These are battles that could usually only happen there. So that side of the card, totally happy with. Cautiously optimistic. I have a feeling Geechi's gonna wild out. Hollow hand, just come through, brother. Come through, man. And obviously people want to know like what's up because with this, Hollow Hand's been gone, and like I said, he's a very complex guy. He's been through a lot in life. Obviously also losing Pat. So there's a lot of content there that could be shared. So this could be a very content-driven battle, also. So I'm looking forward to see what content is Hollow Hand really going to come with. I don't know what to really expect, but come on, I'm here for it. So
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Let's chop up this breaking news we just got. You know what I'm saying?
so friends like we ain't even going to mention who else on that.
I mean, they're all surprise battles. You know what I'm saying? What
No,
we're
no,
gonna do?
no. Just the names. Just the names. Just mention who's for those who don't know. Sometimes people don't know.
You know what? You're right. You're
Oh, you got
absolutely
the
right.
image.
I'm about to pull it up. So everybody
Perfect.
that's
Damn,
on
man.
Blackout, you got names such as Emerson Kennedy,
Yeah.
A
I just
Ward.
saw his battle versus Geechi. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Thesaurus, Mike P. You know what I'm saying? Carter Deems, Big
Ooh, the
K,
gold.
Jada Nightwing, Arsenal,
Mm,
Madflex, Franchise, Maverse, Sharon,
let's go.
Loso, Charlie Clips, Tricky P, Joey
Tricky
Gambello.
P's back. Oh
Did I say
snap.
thesaurus already? If I
Yeah,
did
you said the source.
thesaurus,
Yeah.
Pepe, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I think I've named everybody here.
Oh,
JC,
okay. The
Lil
EFB
Pesci,
cat. Oh,
you know what I'm
Lopez's
saying?
back to back with it.
Yeah, he's in there.
All right, man. So some notable names in there. I don't know
It's a lot of
who's
heavy names. A lot of heavy names. I'm not gonna
a
lie.
lot of heavy names, a lot of KOTD long timers. Like I said, Tricky P's getting dusted off, and brought back out. Joey Gambello, he's dope, so he's back out there again. So good card, man. Looking forward to it. After a 2 week break of no battle raps to watch, France has been amazing, man. Like, just not having to break down the bars and give you quick decisions on who won and who lost has been a great break. But of course, in true battle rap fashion, got a 2 day event coming up. So looking forward to that. KOTD, thank you for coming back with another event. Definitely need y'all to stick around in the culture and give us 2 events a year. We cool. We cool with that. We don't want to overwork you, Organic. We know you somewhere else with it, and you don't want the headaches, and you
I
don't
mean,
need
shit.
the headaches.
Technically, you're giving us 4 events if you're doing two-day weekends. You know what I'm saying? So
Don't tell him that. You know what I'm saying? Let's let him give us the event and call it a day. You know what I mean? But salute though, man. He's like, listen, I ain't trying to be out here 4 times a year. You feel me? I get two. That's it. Chuck Woolery style.
all right. So we did get some breaking news from URL. We'll go ahead and put this on the screen.
Oh.
They announced their Civil War card. I guess this would be Civil War 4.
Is this the 3-day event?
So they have a whole 3-day event. They have finals exams on Friday. And we're gonna put that up. We're going, but this right
Okay.
now was just announced
Right, right.
while we're recording. Civil War 4.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh.
we got
Oh.
Tay Roc versus Jack Boy Main as the headliner. We got Rum
Interesting.
Nitty versus Foots. Chess versus Swervo.
Oh.
Loso versus Kid Chaos. And Coffee versus Shuni the Rapper.
Whoa. Whoa. Interesting. Oh my gosh. So the writers are salivating right now at Loso versus Kid Chaos. All you lovers of the pen. Rum Nitty has to battle the other foot soldier. He's
Yeah, he
battling
battled both of
Foots
them.
this time. Yeah,
Battle
like,
both of
get him
them.
out the way. Get him out the way. Let's just go on. Foots, you might be in trouble, man, because your man's might have got the one ups on Nitty. So Tay Roc versus Jack Boy Main, JBM.
Man, ain't no
Chess
might have. He
versus
didn't. He
Swerve.
didn't win that. So Flair didn't win that battle. He did very good though. He did very good.
I don't know, man. It's a debatable battle, France. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna break down the particulars of it, but it's a debatable battle, though.
I guess if you go to
Hey, leave it in
Martinis,
the comments, man. Is there any?
if you,
Oh, well, because of the location now.
if you go to Martinis every weekend, I guess it's debatable. I guess you know what I'm saying.
Hater in the house. But anywho, man,
it's a good battle. Hold on. So Flair's fire. It's a good battle. I just thought Nitty won the battle clearly.
So man, they clearly doubled down on it. Okay,
Yeah.
and then Coffee versus Chess versus Swervo. All right, France. What battles stick out to you most right here?
Vlad, I hate to be the pessimistic guy, but
starting off a rainy Monday with some pessimism in my cup. What's up?
Something about this flyer not sitting right with me, man.
What's that?
This is the same day as the iBattle event with Tay Roc and Rum Nitty supposed to be an iBattle.
What?
Remember Tay Roc and Rum Nitty supposed to be an iBattle? Oh. Yeah. So now I'm just like,
you mean the sold out iBattle event?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I don't know the full details for real. But okay. You know, let's just say maybe this was booked and there was a scheduling conflict. You know what I'm saying? And but either way, I don't know. That sucks because I know iBattle had the whole every fucking gun titles coalition pulling up. They had Rock, Rum, and Geechi pulling up to the card.
I don't know. I was contemplating pulling up to this event. I mean, three round joints with them cats.
Yeah, no. Like this, I don't like. I do like this card, but just off the rip, I'm seeing October 14th, Rock and Rum. Like my brain's like, wait a minute, I have that on my calendar. That I was supposed to see them in person.
Right. I mean, I hit up Lex. Maybe the iBattle event. I don't know. Let's just find out once and for all and see like what is what. Do they even know what's happening right now?
I will hit up Lex. You know what I'm saying? I will hit up Lex and find out and get some more details. But I will say I'm just a little like, damn, what just happened here? Like, you know what I'm saying? So that kind of threw me for a loop. But I will say Rock and Jack, I mean, Rock, Jack, and Rum and Foots are good matches stylistically. I'm just kind of confused as to them not really having any momentum and them getting getting the cream of the crop of the league. You know what I'm saying? Like Tay Roc, Rum Nitty, and Twerk right now are like the pivotal pieces of like are like the three pillars right now, really holding URL up, and they're also some of the best on the league. And Foots hasn't battled one-on-one since Jerry West on URL. So like your last battle against Jerry, you know, one-on-one. He obviously was on known pack, but one-on-one, his last battle was Jerry West.
Stop calling it known pack. I hate that known pack.
Shortcut.
I know. It's hilarious
and Jack Boy. Shit, man. Jack Boy Man had an open contract for a Mike P battle, and now he's battling Rock. And
all right,
you know, they both.
So with Foots, he's signed to the company, so I get it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna sign for X amount of years straight out the Crucible or whatever. Give him whoever. Respect his loyalty.
Whoever.
What I mean is, give him the opportunities. He's signed to the company.
Listen, there's definitely opportunities to be given. I'm not I get that, but like, are we gonna
I
keep
didn't say
always?
give
Are we,
him the cream of the crop.
yeah,
I'm
that's
just
what I'm
saying
saying.
give
Like,
him
are
whoever
we
you
always?
want. You see what I'm
Are
saying?
we, yeah, we're always gonna start with Nitty and then work our way down, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, damn,
I
bro.
feel you, but hey, Nitty's also accepting these battles.
No, of course. You know what
You
I'm
know what I'm
saying?
saying? He's also
Um,
accepting them. He could say no.
right. You know, Nitty obviously probably being compensated the way that he needs to be compensated, so he says yes. But I'm just looking at it like how much does this work for the development for real? Because like with again, Flair did very good against Nitty, very good. I guess you have a debatable. I don't, but I don't feel like that ultimately just helped them progress for real. Because then in known pack, 2-on-2, take a grain of salt. Danny
Yeah.
battle, Danny battle. I seen some regression in the Danny battle. Like I don't know. I just don't want everybody to start with Nitty, and I want them to like just to work their way there. You know what I'm saying? Like this is Foot's second year in the league. He got run Nitty. Like
No,
damn,
I
bro.
hear you on I hear you on that. But I'm just looking at it from this is just my speculation. URL is probably like, yo, man, we got these dudes signed. What's the incentive of having people say we want to sign to you exclusively? Like there needs to be some sort of incentive. Now, whatever the public thinks, whether these people have earned it or whether there's merit to it, obviously it doesn't matter because this is their program, this is how they're moving. You want the big looks early on, sign to us, otherwise work for it. So whether it's right or wrong, however one may feel, I understand the logic behind that. So Foots, do your best, man. Guys, the people who are
And,
signed,
and, and
if
in
they're giving
fairness,
you these opportunities, go bananas,
and in
go
fairness,
ham.
I felt this exact same way once the Flair Nitty was announced. So it's not nothing
Right,
against Foot.
yeah. At least you're
It's,
consistent about it. I'm kind
yeah.
of like I'll watch the battle and see what happens. If they go crazy, then they go crazy. Otherwise, it's a great learning experience. You learn something. Maybe it helps develop you as as a player, as a writer down the line or something like that. But yo,
Now
you gonna
for
sign to the label? They're gonna give you the top cats, man. So
now for TAY ROC and Jack Boy, I feel like I can make a little bit more sense of this in my mind just because like I know the Jack Boy and Shine battle never happened, so there was a
yeah,
void of him getting a
a
top tier
major
match.
cat. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Him getting that big opportunity. So I know they wanted to fulfill that. I just wish there was a little bit more momentum behind these moves. You know what I'm saying? But maybe
gotcha. Yeah,
maybe it could catapult it. And truth be told, Vlad, I'm just gonna be honest. Like I'm not 100% confident that Tay Roc giving back a shot. I love that he's outside, and I love that he's active and has no problem with all the smoke with all tiers. But like, we have to go through the sample size of all the people that have like he's given a shot to, and how much have they really progressed from it. Because there's Swervo, there's Ryder, there's Snake Eyes, there's Kid Slade, there's Stumbles. I'm probably missing one in between. So there's a lot of people he's giving these opportunities to, and I don't feel like their careers massively progressed. Swervo obviously got here more for his Cortez battle than I would say the Rock battle, but I guess Swervo was the one that benefited the most. But I don't know. A lot of these guys don't take that next step with a Rock battle. I can point to Eazy. I can point to a lot of people that he's giving shots to, and I don't see them really taking that next gear. Maybe Swamp, I guess, but Swamp earned that shit. You know what I'm saying? Swamp obviously,
I
Swamp
ain't
was
going
already
out like that. I ain't gonna
Swamp,
go.
Swamp went through the tournament, went to Nome, been around for a minute. Everybody else, like they got the Rock battle and it came in and went for them. You know what I mean?
I
So
guess maybe to us it's just watching them and seeing where the trajectory, where you think it could go afterwards and seeing where they are is one thing. But I think if you ask them personally, I think it does something for their career because then, like they always say, when certain battlers battle you, it then opens up the door for other people to, take you more seriously. You can bump up your negotiation price on other leagues, small leagues, the side missions and all that stuff. So maybe it's not something that we can see, maybe it's not something that's tangible or we can pick up with our naked eye, but hey, if it helps help them get a bigger purse at the end of the day, or maybe get a battle that probably was out of reach before battling Rock, then it helps out one way or the other, or just more eyes on you, and at some point in time, maybe then you turn that into something. But as far as like that immediate, after Calico Battle Math, it was like to the moon, and never turn back or anything like that. I think that's also on the battlers. What's the next battle you took after that? Did you go crazy? Did you even go crazy in the Rock battle? So it's all up to them. I say Rock shows up. He, gives you at least 85% Rock, 80% Rock at the bare minimum. Rock always goes hard, but sometimes you can't always give 100%, but he's
No,
always there.
listen,
It's up to
Rock,
them.
no, Rock does his job. I just don't know if he necessarily is that guy to help elevate the ceiling for the next level. Because I haven't seen any of those guys he's giving shots to really progress. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Swervo, I guess, would be the only case. But real talk, like Swervo's Cortez performances would really put him on the map for real. And he kind of got iced out a little bit this year due to there being a lack of like volume of events, right? So like he kind of missed out on certain events, and then we didn't see him again until No Impact, and that's a 2-on-2. So like, I'm glad that he's getting this look now. I just wish he kind of also just stood in that like, well, he was hot, you know what I'm saying?
But I mean,
But
but is that really on the A side, guys? Like, if your
no,
career
I
doesn't,
just don't know if this is really the guy to bring that value that people think is bringing. You know what I'm
you
saying? I
mean
feel
for
like,
Jack Boy? You mean?
yeah, I mean, for anybody that Tay Roc's giving a shot to, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's
I think it's
Stumbles
more
at?
so.
Where's Snake
I,
Eyes at? You know what
I,
I'm saying?
listen, man, I think it's more so on the, if you want to call it the B side, or the guy or the girl who's getting the shot. It's on them. I don't think we could put this on the A side. Like, Rock is still going to be Rock no matter where he goes. He's going to command, top price, top competition, top billing anywhere he goes. If he's battling you, it's up to you to take your career to the next level. I don't think we can look at Rock or any A sides and be like, if they did their job. Now, if they just showed up, took that check,
Right, right.
crap the bed, that's one thing. But Rock is giving these guys like performances to actually be proud of and go back home and and be like, yo, I really stood toe to toe, and Rock actually showed up and gave a damn. It's up to them afterwards. I don't think we could put this on the A side, because what are they supposed to then, after the battle, go out, hold your hand on the Aver plan, and like, oh, I'm gonna walk you through and do the post promo with you and bring everyone on and tell them it's okay to like you and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah,
right after he does the battle, he does the job.
out of these like 6, 7 names, I've only seen one of them transcend from this. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't know if this is.
That's up to them, man. That's up to them.
Yeah.
You can't blame Rock for that. If
No,
Rock
but
showed up
I'm not
and
blaming. I'm
performed,
not blaming Rock for it. I'm not blaming Rock for it. What I'm just saying is, I just don't think that a Rock shot like does what we think it is.
Rock shots shouldn't be wasted. I don't want to say wasted, but Rock shots should be the league should be more selective with who gets
There
shots
we
at
go.
Rock.
I think there we go. We solved the puzzle because
Bam.
the only person that transcended from it was the person I felt like really went through a gauntlet to get it, which was
Mm.
Swamp. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying?
I
And
feel you. I feel you. I feel you.
yeah, thank you for helping me word this shit correctly.
I
Because
was trying to
like,
get there too, and I'm like, there's a way we can say, but I mean, but Jack, but see, to me, Jack Boy is like,
but
he's
again,
such a personality outside
I,
and everything within the battle
but
rap culture that I feel
Jack
like.
Boy. Jack Boy is somebody that was supposed to get that shine battle, so I get him getting this big
But
opportunity.
the
I'm not
others,
mad at it.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying there's a long list of other people that
right,
just
right,
like,
right.
wait, what? Like this really didn't do
Ooh.
anything for you for real. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, I hear you. I hear you. Well, I'm glad we solved that one, man, because it was getting a little fuzzy for a second, but we solved that one. But yeah,
thank you.
all right. So now, okay, let's give the ladies some love. Coffee versus Shuni the rapper.
Yeah, I would definitely want to see this. They have a chance to have a really good back and forth, depending where this where is this 244 cent? It looks familiar. Let me see.
Breakers. It's called Breakers. Is that the name of the venue? Or is that Martinis?
Breaker Sky Lounge. This is where outside it's where outside 1 and 2 is at.
Gotcha. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Or I'm sorry, outside 1 both days where Rock and Stumbles battled and
Okay,
Swervo
okay.
battle court. This is where that's at. So
Oh, with that stage and all that. All
it's
right,
a
that's
solid,
not too bad.
it's a solid venue. It's a real
Not
solid
too
venue.
bad. It didn't look too bad.
This is Coffee's first female opponent in years.
Yeah, yeah. It's been
You know what
all
I'm saying?
sausage since she's came
Yeah.
back.
and coming back to I guess a well rested Shuni, because Shuni's really been on her hosting commentator gig.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
doing
saying?
good at it too.
this is a tough gig for Coffee. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie, fam. I'm very intrigued to
Coffee's
see.
talk. Coffee has been very critical of the LTBR team, because we've
Yeah,
been uh, brutally honest in our assessment of her performances. Um, S- Shuni the rapper, she's been doing a thing, but like you said, lately she's been doing a lot of hosting and stuff, but she's always in the mix. Shuni the rapper versus Coffee Brown. Who do I think would win this battle? I would roll with Shuni, not just because Coffee's been critical, but because I think Shuni has the heart of haymakers and her charisma and her humor on top of that just puts it all into one package that I feel like is very difficult to beat. When she's on it and she's got everything put together, it's very difficult. And we've seen them perform on the same stage together when Shuni was battling Suge, and Shuni was so damn comfortable on that stage. And Coffee's still making her way back. She's still dusting off some cobwebs. She's battling some heavy hitters. So, maybe this is more of the element, Coffee is time, we see you battle a lady, you know what I'm saying? Like we need to see some of that softness, you know what I'm saying? So these two ladies come together, bam those clams. Let's get a good battle, man.
damn, those clams is insane. Chess and Swervo is a dope battle. I like this opportunity for Swervo. I'm saying Chess has been, fairly consistent. So like, what I'm saying, let's get him back on the
Say that
trail
again,
too.
please. Say that again.
Consistent. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Fire.
so
Fire.
great opportunity for Swervo. No complaints. I like that battle a lot. Loso and Kid Chaos. Is a writers battle, but this is also like two guys that I like a lot, and what I'm saying, I feel like somebody's stock gonna have to suffer.
Mm.
Somebody gonna have to take the plummet.
You
And then
pen
Loso
heavy motherfuckers.
Loso's like, it ain't gonna be me.
I got a lifetime contract, Jack. It won't be me.
You know what I mean?
Oh
So
man, I ain't mad at this card. I ain't mad
yeah,
at this
yeah,
card, man.
you know,
October 14th, couple weeks, 2-3 weeks from now.
yeah. We'll find out more about the iBattle situation later. They also have finals exams that same weekend, and the finals exam lineup. Let me read this out here.
They got the finals exams,
We got
man.
T Top versus Capo Bravado, Miss Hustle versus Eunice, Fonz versus Wusa, KCJ versus Mozzie, Real Deal versus Dice, Rada versus Bandit Montana. Shouts to the ladies. They got the ladies on the finals exam card. They pull out some heavy hitters. T Top and Miss Hustle is a heavy hitter. Fonz is a heavy hitter. You know what I'm saying? So they got some heavy hitters for the new Crucible class coming into it. I like all these matches, to be honest with you. I'll save predictions and breakdowns for it a little bit later when the
For
time
sure.
gets closer. But shout out to the top six for getting some really, really healthy plates to welcome your way into the league. And a lot of these guys are really talented, so don't be surprised when you see them stay competitive or some of them win. Some of them, I think, some of them
Prince, I'm frozen. I'm coming back, player.
all right. Some of them I don't really got that faith in for
I
real.
don't know some of them, Prince. Some of them, I don't know, man. Some of them go die.
Nah, I know them all. Let me see if I get this on the screen too while you come
No,
back. All right. While Vlad is situating his life, let me get this on the screen. Uh, I'll let you know when the time gets closer who I do not believe in. You know what I'm saying? There's some people I'm just like, you got who for what? Yikes. You know what I'm saying? But this is going to be a really interesting test to see everybody show flashes of what their ceiling is like. I can't wait to grade this card too. I can't wait to grade these performances. Can't wait to see who passes their final exam. And welcome to the league, young man Rumble. Rumble, young man Rumble. All right,
oh,
we got Vlad back.
oh, sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on, man. Oh, we got the. Oh, we on the Twitter
Yeah.
page.
Yeah. I just want to put it up real quick, just to.
Oh.
And like I said, I will give you the details later about who I do not believe in. You know what I'm
We
saying?
don't believe. Okay, first of all, let me tell you the names that I do know.
Yeah.
I know Capo Bravado because I've seen you in some shenanigans, Capo. I've seen you in more shenanigans than good battles. Eunice, he goes ham. You battling Hustle? Oh boy. Good luck, player. Fonz versus Wusa. I feel like I've seen the name Wusa, but I've definitely never watched the battle. KCJ versus Mozzie. There's so many Mozzies in the world. I don't know which one that is. Real Deal versus Dice. I've seen clips of Dice. He was all right. Ryder versus Bandit Montana. Bandit Montana, your name has been, you are one of those Gates of the Guardian regulars. All right. So do your thing, player. But yeah, a few of these guys don't know. I'd like to see what y'all bringing to the table. A couple of y'all. Yeah, there's a couple I definitely don't believe in here. But we're gonna talk about it when it's time to talk about it, player.
I'm just saying, you know what I'm
I
saying?
think some people are more personalities than they are rappers.
Okay. All right.
You
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Go
all
ahead,
right.
get it how you live, man.
Hey, listen, man. You know what I'm saying? But shouts to URL. They also have band legacy coming back. So that Sunday we got a bunch of band matches. You know what I'm saying? It's going
Oh,
down. You know what I'm saying? So they got a whole nice little weekend
they got
lineup.
blackout and then band. Oh man,
Yeah, we got
we gonna be
Blackout.
off.
Then we got J400's card, and then we got the URL Palooza. Um, a lot's happening that weekend actually because they also got the iBattle event.
Right.
Whatever battles are still on it, and then Bullpen's
Oh, that's
40
right.
bars and John card is live streamed as well. So
Ooh.
October 14th is just a jam-packed
Oh
day.
my
Get ready
gosh,
for a
man.
lot of news quotes that weekend. All right, Jay Smo.
What's your name?
My name is Justin.
Chismo Tobe. What's your name, boy? Chismo Tobe. Get the writing. The freaking computer. Get the writing. Bye.
This rookie deal's almost up. He's almost over.
He's like, how did this happen?
He's like, how much longer?
Oh man, so yeah, we're gonna have to split up the team and watch these battles and do these recaps because that's a lot of work, man. That's a
Yeah,
lot of events in one day, bro.
divide and conquer, no pun intended. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. And
Um,
leagues. We do accept free pay-per-views if you want to throw them out there. It's all good. Well, I will. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to speak for France. You know what I'm saying? And you can't call me compromise. It just makes it just ensures you that we will watch your events 100%, give you the best feedback. So, because you leagues are dropping event after event after event. Now, it's one thing when you got week after week after week, but you got 3, 4 events in one day. I mean, come on, man. You could have took someone out on a date for the price it'll cost to watch 3 battle rap events in one night. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. But go ahead, France. My bad.
I guess the last couple topics to hit on. Shouts to bullpen. You know what I'm saying? John versus 40 bars will be going down. We'll talk about that when it gets closer to this day. They did drop their clone and Trez battle. Dope battle. Go ahead and check out the write-up that J Smo did for that, recapping that battle. We put some clips up. we put some,
Get the writing.
Nah, it was a good back and forth. Trez is still on one this whole year, man. You know what I'm saying? I would have loved to have seen Trez get a nice look. You got Charlie Clips coming up, so looking forward to see him get another nice big plate before that close the year off. What else? Holmesy obviously has a new opponent for the J400 card. We're gonna preview that card next week, but now he's battling Marv
Why is
One.
okay?
Oh, sometimes when you accumulate accrued paid time off, you have to use it before the year is out. It doesn't roll over. You know what I'm saying? It
That's
doesn't
it.
roll over.
I like that.
So
That was smooth, man. That was smooth.
yeah, so I told War, listen, man, we got some staff to cover the project. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and enjoy a weekend out. You know what I'm saying? With your lovely woman, or just kick back. It's football season. Go to the Chiefs game. Do something. Have some self-care. Enjoy yourself. Went through a crazy gauntlet. You know what I'm saying? And Holmesy, we'll see you soon. You know what I'm saying?
Double back.
Yeah,
No,
for
but
sure.
but the Holmesy card is still a dope card though, man. So that's a nice little card, man, especially for the local scenes and quiet but kept. But Holmesy is putting back on for New Jersey because for a while Jersey hasn't really had a steady, stable home where new people can battle established people. You can cultivate a scene because Jersey is a hub for battle rap. As much as we say New York is, Cali, all that. Like New Jersey has brought us some of the biggest stars over the last decade and a half. So to have someone who's been around that long and who's still actively battling in the culture bring that back to New Jersey, that's a big look. So if you're in the area, come out and support. It's a homegrown thing, independent function. Come out, have fun. Salute to J400.
Yeah, and some more spotlight before we close up. So over the weekend, there was a couple events for the Crucible Playin event went down. JB actually live streamed it over the weekend. It had day one and day two. They had like maybe like a whole bunch of one rounders over like 20 some one rounders. Let me see. I have the flyer here. Let me count the matches it had. It had a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19,
Why did
20,
I know
21,
this was
22,
being
23.
streamed?
There was 23 live. There was 23 battles on this. This was all people that I guess participated in the Crucible or they were
Yeah.
talented enough to potentially be on the league. So they did like a 1 round battle called the Play-In. So any of the standouts, I guess they're gonna spin the block on it. I wish they had promoted it a little bit more. I know JB does some of the live streams for the Crucibles. I wish I would have been known. I would have tuned in Saturday as well. I got to tune in Sunday. Handful of names really stood out. Villa. I'm gonna just say some of the names that stood out. Villa stood out. He's from OSBL. Hustle, Bash Money. We've seen Hustle. He stood out. Somebody I never heard of, Gun Hood Zeke. He stood out. He was fire. Shout out to Jay Moore. You know what I'm saying? Jay Moore stood out. Justice, obviously from the West. Dre Majesty, Ghost, Spade. There's a handful of guys
Okay.
stood out here. Maybe we'll find a way to put a little spotlight as to who stood out from this card. But some more standouts as well crossing the street. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bars and Roses. They had a live stream event as well. The live stream
Peep
event
some of
was
it.
headlined by Torture and Tato.
Mm.
I guess the standout performance from that night was Mallory X. She's like, I
Hmm.
guess for the most part, what you would label your rookie of the year for real, for the ladies, because she's been putting on. She won the bullpen tournament. I think she also won another tournament too out in the DMV. And now she's just been, she's shown a lot of promise. The talent is there. I like the way she delivers her shit, her confidence. She's got a dope delivery. She raps well. I'm looking forward to seeing her increase her talent and potency, and looking forward to see where the future takes her. Because I like Mallory, man.
Yeah, there were a couple of those ladies that they did their thing that night, man. There were a couple of standouts. Um, my memory is just so shot that I'm not gonna be able to put a face to the name, but I do remember there was one young lady with the braids and like a Nike style like zip up. She was fire. She was off the hook. I know one of them chicks was like, "My man's coming home. I gotta learn to relax my jaws" or something like that. I was like,
Yeah,
"Whoa!"
Mallory. That was Mallory. That's
That was
Mallory.
her. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. I was like, all right,
Yeah, there you
you
go.
man,
Yeah, that's
you man,
Mallory.
you man, counting
Yeah,
the
yeah.
days down, boy. He's like, go ahead, baby, dislocate that jaw, you,
Hey,
you rattlesnake, you.
and
So,
for Tato, Tato and Torture went down.
oh,
Torture's experienced, you know what I'm saying, but I felt like she got like a real fundamental win. I was expecting a little bit more. There's left to be desired from her performance. And Tato,
mm,
you talk a little too spicy sometimes to be
mm.
choking 2 rounds.
Talk
Okay,
that big brick stuff, man.
you talk very heavy, and I like Tato. You know what I'm saying? She got the conviction, she got the
Mm.
pocket, I thought she had better punchlines than Torture. I thought overall she was better than Torture. Just was not clean for 2 rounds. Can't not acceptable. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And plus, Torture was like, you brought Frank Nitty with you to stay with you, and Frank Nitty's like, so
And by
what
the
she
way,
brought me?
Frank Nitty is a female battle rapper,
Yeah,
and
she go hard.
Tato, the young from She Go Hard, Tato, the young lady from Brick by Brick, RBE over there, and Tato, I don't know, you were rapping like you had some bucks on your mind over there. You know what I'm saying?
It was
Like I was rapping like you was trying to go back to that hotel and start that fourth round. You feel me? Focus on the
yeah.
bars, okay? Like we
All
need to get
right,
this
you know what I'm
together.
saying?
All
Yes,
right,
please.
because the night goes a lot more splendid when you win your battle or you complete your battle. You know what I mean? Now she's
Okay.
Frank Nate's got to pick up your morale. You didn't do that bad. It was okay. Put your leg over here. That's fine. Like it's cool. Like like or you got to get so drunk you forgot you choked 2 rounds, and then that's no fun.
Hey,
So
she posted a video afterwards of them in a hotel, like playing some kind of
mm,
drinking game with
I'm
like
sure they
it,
were.
it was when I saw that video, I was like, focus on the bars. You know what I'm saying? Put
Took the
down. I'm not gonna finish it. I'm not gonna finish it. But
don't
put
finish
down
it,
the.
bro.
Nah, I expect better from her. I expect better from her.
Come on, Tato. I ain't mad at you, but come on now, finish your rounds. Ugh,
Yeah, yeah. And I
man,
guess we could close the
sitting
show
over
out
there
with
thinking
this.
about that plum tongue. You know what I'm saying?
We could close the show out with this. You know what I'm saying? I seen J2 at in the media. You know what I'm
Uh
saying?
oh, where
He's
we
been
going?
he's been posting his year. You know what I'm saying? He posted what he did
Okay.
this year.
Mm.
He posted some of his space battles in his resume, and he posted all his judge wins from Bags and Bodies. And it's like, is anybody paying attention? And he's like, hey, LTBR, y'all paying attention, or y'all just don't care? Because I'm wilding back to back, and I'm here to correct you. You're not wilding. You wild. Okay, past
Oh.
tense. These battles happened a year ago, sir. It's not mine. I'm not sweeping under the rug. Bags and Bodies and Coastal Range swept it under the rug. All right. It's very difficult for the media to center their focus and attention to a battle that's been vaulted for a year when there's 3, 4, 5 events happening all at once. You know what I'm saying? And we're focusing on what's concurrent versus the past. Now, no doubt you are definitely cooking. I seen that Mac Myron battle. Okay, the Lunchable bar. You know what I'm saying? He had a whole lot of shit in that battle that I liked, and I might go get some clips, get some promo for you, no doubt. But the battle happened a year ago, brother. You know what I'm saying? There's only so much traction that a year-old battle for a tournament that I don't know if you won.
Maybe you do know.
Maybe I do know if you won,
I
but
mean, they
there's only
did tell us.
they did tell me. So I know the result.
Oh,
I'm not gonna
well,
spoil it. I'm not gonna spoil it for y'all that don't know the result, but I know the
I mean, some
result.
folks have already let the cat out the bag, but it wasn't
Many,
us.
yeah. So I feel him though, because it's like, yo, it's out of my control that these battles didn't drop, and you're right. So I'm not even trying to penalize you for it, but we're not sweeping it under the rug. We're not ignoring you. We're not paying attention to you. It's just in the realm of things circulating, what's concurrent and all this traffic. It's hard to devote that same attention for things that happened a year ago, bro. Coastal Rain charged us for 3 months. It didn't drop an episode. They charged us for 3 months and didn't drop a single episode. Like, how can like at that point, what can I do to help? I can't.
Talk, friends. Talk. Talk.
You know what I'm saying? So the
But if we
frustration
say
isn't with
something, we're haters.
the frustration is not with the media. The frustration needs to be with the distribution platform, the league owner. Salute to Bags and Myers. I do really love what they're doing there, but if it's not out in a timely manner, or if we're paying for content that we're not getting, there's only so much we can do.
Couldn't have said it better, my friend.
All right. So I will spend the block on those battles. I will do something for them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, as far as the waiting list right now is, I got to focus on what's going on now.
Hey, man. And like A Verb said, we can render our services. There's promotional packages out there if y'all really want that coverage. We do have a website with extraordinary writers that write great articles. I mean, you saw Geechi Gotti talk about it on Champion France after he went on his monumental 3rd-round run. And he went on Jay Black's platform and said, here, shout out, let's talk better rap. You know what I'm saying? I'll be at the here, you know what I'm saying? I'll be giving them hell, but they did the right thing, this time. And they broke it down. So what does that tell you? That tells you when Geechi is out there doing things, we call him out on it. When he's out there going crazy, we let him know, and he respects that. Remy Ma, when she had a trash event, we told her. When it was fire, we told her. Guess what? Everyone is on the website. They're watching the articles. We could write about your artists. We do event recaps. We do battle highlights, all that stuff. We got the show that people are tuning in going crazy for. We got the audio show. And we got Twitter going bananas. 37,000 followers. IG, we lit.
I see the Twitter numbers. I know y'all
Come
see the
on
Twitter
now. Come,
numbers.
y'all see the engagement. The views don't lie. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't out there even trying to be no Wendell Williams either. We just putting out the battle rap related stuff. So, as Averb said, league should be paying media to do proper media and promotion. If thing, you know what I'm saying, there should be a bag out there. If y'all want that promotion that bad, pay it. We're here. I'm sorry, France. That was a rant. I haven't seen the sun in 4 days. I think my brain is melting, man.
I think it's a necessary rant. You know what I'm saying? I love to render my services and really help the people that may need that assistance in marketing, because let's just call for what it is. LTBR is really a digital marketing agency disguised in battle rap. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And listen, we all work very hard, but I gotta say, my man France over here, man, he go crazy. You know what I'm saying? He's a wizard with all this stuff. So salute to him. That's why I don't give him no problems. Man. I mean, like, France, we good. We good. Okay, all right, France.
You give you some problems.
Please.
You give you some
Once in a
problems.
while, not too much. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
You know.
Tell me, don't tweet that.
A couple times you would have listened to me. We would have been all right. No, kidding. But that's neither here nor there. We're just kidding. But I say that to say this. Everyone should be working together and all that stuff. So we're not gonna catch everything, so don't get too mad at us. But our services are here to be rendered if you really want them. And so that's all I'm gonna say. Everyone, thank you so much for rocking out with us. We appreciate it. We know that you guys could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us right now. And this is back-to-back Monday drops. I told you we were getting back to it, man. So we thank everybody, man. Leave your comments. Subscribe if you liked any part of this show today. Hit the like button. It really helps us stay in the algorithm without all the drama. So until next week, we will see you guys. Until then, peace.